Alrighty, let's talk about something completely different. I've got a new model that I want to show you. And before we jump into this, for those of you that were hoping for a Jaguar video, I apologize. The wheels are kind of kicking my butt. These are the outer rim parts for the wheels of the Jaguar I'm working on. I was really wanting to get another video out of that this week, but drilling the holes here kind of taking a lot more time than I thought, so please be patient on the Jaguar build. I'll be back with the Jaguar hopefully sometime soon, maybe next week. I don't know. It's taking a lot longer than I had planned on. But I just got this yesterday, so I figured since I couldn't get a Jaguar build out, I would show you this. Also, before I open this up and jump into this, I want to, I have a question for anybody who is familiar with the Trumpeter website, the Trumpeter company. And I also have a warning for anybody who's wanting to order stuff from the Trumpeter website. So if either of those scenarios are you, please watch at the end. I don't care if you skip ahead to the end and see that, if you don't want to see what's in the box here. But at the end of the unboxing, please stick around because, like I said, I've got some important stuff I want to talk about. And if you're not in either of those two things, then you know, whatever. Anyways, let's take a look at this. As you can see, it's 1/12. This is a large box for a model kit. And just to give you an idea of how big the box is, here's the box compared to a 1/24 scale of the same car. Now, I bought this a long time ago, well, maybe a year or so ago, and that's what's in that box. And honestly, I'm not sure if I'm ever actually going to build this one. I'm kind of not too into the 1/24 scale kits that much. I'm more into the larger scales now, like the 1/12 and 1/8, because, you know, bigger is better. But if we open this up and take a look, we have, obviously, instructions. And in here we have a decal sheet. And the instructions look nice. A lot of clear, detailed information here. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I've already opened the box. I've already looked in here. But, and this thing is incredible. I cannot wait to start putting this thing together. This is going to be a fun build. But unfortunately, I've got about 50 other models that I could say the exact same thing about. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get to this one. I don't know. I would like to get to this sooner than later. But like I said, I've got a bunch of other models that I also can't wait to build. So inside the box here, we've got... Now, I have not opened up any of the bags, but we do have a bag of chrome. And the chrome is very chromy. You know, sometimes, and a common problem with kits and chromed parts, you know, sometimes the chrome comes off looking a little bit fake. A lot of people, and those scissors are garbage. A lot of people actually strip the chrome off and they just airbrush it with a chrome paint. I might do that with some of these pieces because they're really shiny and maybe too shiny for some of those parts. So we'll see how that goes. So there's those, and we have another bag of chrome parts, and it pretty much looks just like the other one. I mean, obviously there's some different pieces in there. Actually, no, maybe it's like exactly the same. So we have two bags of chrome parts that are pretty much exactly the same. So we have those. We have a pack here, looks like a gear and a steering rack, so it looks like the steering will be functional, movable steering. A couple of seats and exhaust. Another bag of white parts. So there's tons of parts, tons of detail. Looks like the floor pan. Nice looking, crisp, sharp details. That one's pre-painted or plated here. Kind of interesting that. Top and bottom, that's cool. I guess they didn't trust us to mask that off and paint it, so I don't know. Which, I mean, that's kind of, I'm kind of torn on that. I mean, it's nice and it's cool the way that's already plated for us, but I'm probably going to be painting the rest of that. So now I got to mask that off to paint that. So that's kind of, I don't know, kind of a weird decision on their part, I think. But got another bag of chrome parts. And they got those protected. Apparently they didn't want those particular ones getting scratched. Maybe it's just because they're sticking up kind of high. They padded them or protected them. Again, really shiny chrome parts. Maybe, like I said before, the other ones may be too shiny for some of those. We have another one. I'm not going to open those up, but again, another bag of chrome. Now the engine is also kind of partially, I don't know if it's painted or plated or just dual molded, but the engine halves here. I'm going to go ahead and clip those off. I'll go ahead and get rid of that. I can't tell if that's, okay, so that's all gray right here. So it looks like that's just painted. So they painted that for us. And so that's going to go together like that. And obviously there's a few other pieces that go on there. So they kind of pre-painted some of the engine parts for us, which again is okay, but I mean, I'm going to be painting this anyways. So I don't know. Again, kind of a weird decision on their part, but it's all right, I guess. I'm not going to complain about that too much. And another tray of chrome. And again, those look nice. The details in there, nice and sharp. I mean, the chrome's not super thick. A lot of people strip the chrome off because sometimes the chrome plating hides some of the details. And it doesn't look like that's the case here. I mean, you can still see some sharp, crisp details under the chrome. It's just that some of those might be a little bit too shiny for what it is. We have the clear parts. And then another bag of white. And we also get this bag of some metal parts, some screws, and we get some photo etched details. Let's open this up and see what's in here. This looks like some pill and stick pads for something. And we've got some screws, different bags of screws and some tubes. Some, looks like some nylon cord or sleeving. A couple of nuts. What was that last one here? Some tubing, little tubing. And we got the little cooling ducts. I'm assuming those are the brake cooling ducts. So some nice rubbery cooling ducts there. And then here's some photo etched parts. Looks like some seat belt hardware. And Maybe, I don't know if that's more seatbelt. I'm not sure what those are for. Those could be hose clamps or seatbelts maybe. Until we find out otherwise, we'll just say that's all seatbelt hardware. That's definitely seatbelt. I'm not sure about that one. And then we have some more, actually those are springs. Some more springs, more springs. I think that's the steering shaft. And some little, they're calling them pegs, and a shaft, and then some bolts, and some screws, and some steel cable, and some little clips. Those are cool. Little clips. You know, this is kind of reminiscent of a poacher model, kind of. Of course, Poker didn't have photo etch parts, but they had bags of hardware. And there's something. Some foil tape for something. And that looks like a guide for cutting tubing, maybe? I don't know. Not sure what that's all about. Guess that's what the instructions are for. And then some more photo etched metal parts for some screens and grills. And then we have some more here. Photo etch parts for some of the different areas. Looks like panels maybe around engine compartment. Maybe. I don't know. I got to read the directions better. So yeah, a lot of cool parts there. We have the wheels. Looking good there. And we have tires. Nice chunky tires. And in the box for the tires, we have the decals for the Goodyear logos. And we also have these foam inserts that go inside of the tires. At least I'm assuming that's what those are. And I'm not sure what else they could be. So we'll assume that those are foam inserts for inside of the tires. I guess that keeps them from going flat while the model is setting on the shelf. And then finally, last but not least, we've got the car body itself. And if we take a look at the car body, I'll go ahead and pull it out of that box. Oh, there's the red clear parts. And we've got a few, we got the doors. Looks like the doors, the chassis, the rear panel, the hood, and what else is in there? The windshields, some clear windshield parts, and of course the whole chassis here. So a nice model with tons of cool details. This is going to be a fun build. And again, just a size comparison between this and the 1/24th scale. Here's the 1/24th scale. And if your math is as good as mine, you'll know that 1/12th scale is almost twice the size of 1/24th scale. So twice as long, twice as wide, twice as tall, but about 10 times the cost. Which only makes perfect sense, I guess. So now as far as cost for this, these go on eBay anywhere from, I've seen them anywhere from $100 up to $300. I got really lucky on this. Somebody had it as an auction. Starting bid was $20, and I won the auction for $52, and shipping was about $30. So I got this thing for about $82 shipped. And but for those of you who want to stick around more about my issues I had with the Trumpeter website, I want to talk about that a little bit more. So hang around for that if you're interested. For now, this is the main thing I wanted to show here. I just kind of wanted to show you what was in the box. Because honestly, this is a kit that I had seen a while ago, a long time ago, just perusing through eBay. And I saw it and I wanted it, but it was like way too much money. And then when I finally saw it for a lot cheaper, I was like, man, I really want to get that. But I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm kind of cheap. It's hard for me to spend money on a kit for myself. But when I saw it for as cheap as it was, I decided to go ahead and jump on it and get it. Part of my thinking for this video is, if any of you are kind of on the fence about spending the money for this, If you could see what's in the box and what it looks like, maybe that would help you make that decision. So that was kind of the point of this video. Eventually, one of these days, I'll start putting this thing together. So that's the main thing I wanted to share here. So for those of you who don't care about the Trumpeter website, or don't know about the Trumpeter website, or don't plan on ordering anything there, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me and looking at my show and tell here. For the rest of you, stick around for a few more minutes. So what happened was, I was on the Trumpeter website because, like I said, on eBay, they go anywhere from $100 to $300. So I went to the Trumpeter website just to kind of see what the Trumpeter site had them listed for. And on the Trumpeter site, they had them, and honestly, I forget what the list price is, but it was a little over $200 if I remember right. But they had it on sale for like 70% off. So they were asking for $85 and free shipping. They're offering free shipping. So now the website that I was on was Trumpeter Shop. So again, I just went on, I did a search for Trumpeter models, and the first one that came up was trumpetershop.com. So I went on to trumpetershop.com. I saw that it was on sale for $85, and I clicked to buy now, pay with PayPal. And when I clicked pay with PayPal, it redirected me to a completely different screen and saying that 3% of the order was going to go to a charity. And I'm like, well, I don't care if Trumpeter wants to put 3% of my $85 to charity, that's fine. But when I went ahead and clicked confirm to pay for it, I got this, it went to a completely different page, completely away from Trumpeter's site, and it said, thank you for your donation. And at this point, I was nowhere near or in anything relevant to the Trumpeter website. And then I got an email from PayPal stating that I made a payment of $85 to this charity. And the charity was something like, it was like Elderberry Oil LLC or something like that. So I started searching for that charity and nothing was coming up. I mean, a lot of results were coming up for elderberry oil, and it's like the snake oil stuff you can buy off of Amazon. But there was no charity organization that was relevant to this place that my $85 went to. And I'm thinking, okay, something's wrong, something's messed up, this isn't right. So I went back to trumpetershop.com, I went to their contact us form, filled out the form, asked them if they knew anything about this charity, and they never replied back to that. So then I'm wondering, well, is Trumpeter Shop the right website? So I do some more searching, and I find trumpeterus.com. So I go into the trumpeterus.com website. It looked identical to the Trumpeter Shop website. The only difference was on the Contact Us form, it had a different address. But I went ahead and contacted them through the Contact Us form, told them what was going on, asked if there was a difference between Trumpeter Shop or Trumpeter US, and they've never responded back to me. It almost seems like the Trumpeter website was hacked, and so when you click to pay with PayPal, it gets directed to this fraudulent charity and steals your money. I don't understand how hacking and computer stuff works to that level, so I don't know if that's even possible, but that's what it seemed like happens. So I contacted PayPal, I filed a grievance for like a fraudulent whatever, and they came back and said, well, since it was a charity, they can't help me. They don't have protection against charities. And I said, but it wasn't supposed to go to a charity. I was trying to pay Trumpeter. Trumpeter never received that. It went to a fraudulent charity. And they said, well, we can't help you, so you got to work it out with your bank. So I called my bank. My bank said they can't help me since I authorized the payment. And I said, no, I didn't authorize the payment to a charity. I authorized it to Trumpeter, and it didn't go there. They never got that payment. Plus, I got an email from Trumpeter stating that they never received payment. So I went back to PayPal, said, hey, my bank can't help me. What can we do about this? And finally, they said, okay, we'll give you a voucher for your $85. So now the next time I buy something with PayPal, I can use this voucher. So I kind of got my $85 back. But this whole process took like over a week, maybe about a week and a half before I finally got PayPal to give me my money back. Now this came off of eBay, as I said before. I found a seller who started it off as an auction, and I was fortunate enough to be able to get it. So I actually got this delivered for $3 less than what I would have got it from the Trumpeter website. So my question to any of you who are familiar with the Trumpeter website, is Trumpeter Shop the same as Trumpeter US? Or is Trumpeter Shop like a clone of Trumpeter US and that's the scam? You know what I mean? I'm hoping that question makes sense. And also, for those of you who are wanting to order from Trumpeter's website, if it directs you to a thing talking about a charity, don't do it. Don't select it, because your money is not going to go to Trumpeter if that happens. Now, I did not go to Trumpeter US and try and order again through there because I just didn't want to take a chance and deal with it. But maybe Trumpeter US is the right site to use. I don't know. So if anybody has any thoughts or questions about that, please let me know in the comments. I mean, I'm done. I'm taken care of. I got the kit that I wanted. I got my money back. But I am very curious to know what the heck happened and how that happened. But yeah, just very bizarre. But anyways, I appreciate all of you for hanging out and listening to me rambling on. Super cool kit. Can't wait to start it. One of these days, I'll get a video out starting to put this thing together. But until then, as always, thanks for watching.